Drops to throw, pumps. Lets it go up the far sideline. It's caught by Jones. And the Tigers with a big gain to pick up their first down, and they're onto the Villanova side of the field.
Here's our first down.
Yep, there you go. From the 45 now of Villanova, Indorf. Reverse to Dunmore around the right side. He's got a blocker in front. Dunmore still going at the 20, 15, 10, 5. Dunmore into the end zone. Touchdown, Tigers. As the reverse to Dunmore will put 6 on the board. This Towson offense, we've just been saying it. No first downs. They pick up 1, and then on the next play, they pick up 6 on the board as John Dunmore takes it the distance. Tigers leading top 10 Villanova 7-0. McQuaid from the 49 of the Wildcats out of the shotgun. Play action throw up the field. Colella had it in his hands and dropped it, and that could have been 6 for the Wildcats as Colella just not able to reel it in.
Really good throw by McQuaid.
Dunmore goes in motion. Indorf to throw. Steps up in the pocket. He's going to have to run. Tiptoes away from 1. Still going, and he's knocked down, but he picks up the first at the 49. Indorf extending the drive. 2nd and 4. 3 receivers to the left of McQuaid. Hand off to Mace. Mace has the first down. Mace trying to break free, bounces outside. Mace looking for the corner, and he's got it. Mace to the 40, and he's run out of bounds. 1st and 10 from the 39 of the Tigers. McQuaid out of the gun with Mace to his right, 2 receivers to his right, 1 to his left.
We're in that 3-3 stack look again.
Gives to Mace, left side, gets through the hole, hits the gas, he gets away from another tackler. Mace with 1 man to beat, cuts inside, and he scores. Jabril Mace, eyes for the end zone that whole time, kept the legs churning, and Villanova takes that onside kick and turns it into 6 points. They lead 13-7. Hand off to Mace around the right side. He has a hole, and he is out of here over the 50. 1 man in pursuit, but Jabril Mace to the house. 1 play, and it's a home run. 20-10 Villanova as Jabril Mace takes it 82 yards. Punt is away.
Oh.
Reed backing up. He'll catch it just in front of his own 40. He's trying to bring it to the near side. Hasn't really gained any depth yet. Now he turns the corner. He's got a seam. There are flags down. He cuts back inside. Reed into the end zone, but this one most likely coming back as there is a flag down at the 30. And it's just a 4-point game. Towson, I think the goal now obviously goes without saying. You don't want to give up all this clock and then give up a touchdown. You want to hold them to the field goal. 3rd down, this is the play to do it. 2 receivers on the left, 2 on the right. Mace to the right of McQuaid. Gives to Mace, he's bottled up and brought down. In the backfield, it's Branson Peters with the stop. And Villanova will send out the field goal unit.
You know, I'm a Branson Peters fan.
Peters, the 6'1" senior out of Mason City, Iowa, with a huge stop. Here's a look at Jabril Mason. All-time rushing record in a game for Villanova. 287 yards by a one Brian Westbrook that he did against Hofstra back in 2001. Mace is just 20 yards short of that. And Gordy, you were just telling me that you missed out on having to coach against Brian Westbrook.
Yes, I didn't have that challenge. I didn't win it. Now he scores another touchdown.
And now into the end zone. Jabril Mace is having quite the day as he is in for another score. Let's take a look how the first half unfolded, starting with Ireland. Katrina Dowd. It's been the Northwestern Wildcat. First, a pass from Morris cutting in front and the goal, and then her second goal might be one of the prettiest you'll ever see. Working the ankles of her defender, cuts around near sides, posterized as she jumps and dunks it home against the goalkeeper Yu. But then for Hong Kong, China, it's been Maya Wong driving ISO against Kerr, splits through 2 defenders, shoots and scores far post, and then on her second goal, a nice fake to her left, fake a pass, and hits it far post again. Take another look in the lower left. Kerr just couldn't reel it in. Dowd now on the heels of you. 30 seconds to go. Ireland needs the ball. Dowd chopping away at the stick of you. You still with it. 24 seconds. Dowd releases the ball. It's out. It's out. Ireland ball. Kerr, free position. Looking in at you. 10 seconds. Kerr in on goal. Shoots. Scored for tied. Michelle Yu, that was her second yellow card, so she is done for the game. They will get to go back to even strength should they kill it off, but Michelle Yu's day is over. Margaret Egan, pass, Kerr, one time, it's a goal! Coming to you live from Tom and Mary Casey Stadium in Albany, New York. Final road game of the year for Pete Shinnick and the Tigers as they take on the 1-9 Jared Ambrose led UAlbany Great Danes. Towson entering the game at 4-6, 2-4 in the CAA. Albany, I said 1-9, 0-6 in the conference are the Great Danes, still looking for that first win. And Coach, I mean, it's senior day for Albany. It's emotional. They obviously want to get one here for the seniors, not just get one for the seniors, just get one on the board in the conference. How do you handle the emotions if you're Jared Ambrose and the Great Danes?
When we scored 28 points in the second quarter.
Indorf out of the shotgun, fakes the handoff throw out into the flat to Londano, and he's going to pick up a few, and now he breaks free up the sideline and knocked out of bounds at his own 35. Indorf sends Cleveland Charlton in motion. Indorf looking, fires deep, looking for Perkins. Perkins got it at the 45. Great throw by Indorf between 2 Great Dane defensive backs, drops it right in the bucket to Zay Perkins for a big gain. Aces, he's doing a great job getting right into the offense. He'll attack again, kick out into the corner, a drive from Pulliam. He fires into the corner opposite side, and quickly the ball movement, Jimmy, fast and furious from William and Mary. But Tark reads that one and picks it off. He's all by himself, goes up and slams it home.
Yeah, and that's that.
And bang, up top. Picked off by Tark, 2-on-1 with Williamson. Williamson hits the gas, lays it up, lays it in. Williamson kick, May for 3, can't get it to go. Lowry taps it out back to Williamson, fires, got it! Dylan Williamson, and now Towson's cooking. And a timeout called by the Tribe as they're trying to cool off this building. Williamson, Tejada. Steps back, 3-over-2, bang! 68-55. Tyler Tejada with a huge 3-over-2 defenders.
CAA.
Here's Jones, now Williamson, 5 minutes to go, 7 on the shot clock. Williamson steps to his left, 5 seconds, 3 seconds. Williamson, deep 3, got it! And the roof might come off this place. Here inside CQ Arena. A cool moment earlier today inside CQ Arena is Tilda Shukvist's mother, Gabby Shukvist, surprising Tilda. A 13-hour flight, 4,000 miles from Husqvarna, Sweden, as she came in, surprising Tilda in front of her whole team. Really cool moment, and I know Tilda very excited to have her mom in attendance here today. It lost it, and now a jump ball called, possession to Towson, and there is Tilda Shukvist's mother, Gabby Shukvist, getting to see her daughter play in person for the first time in a long time. And Joe, I mean, that's got to be cool. What can that do for a player? And we've talked about Tilda struggling shooting the ball. I believe her mother used to coach her back in Sweden as well.
Well, I know how much I missed my daughter just 2 weeks up at Penn State, so I can't imagine.
Good afternoon and welcome inside CQ Arena for the final time for the 2025-2026 season. Ben Rosenbaum, Joe Matthews, Towson getting set for the CAA tournament, but one last game to play here at home in the regular season against the rival Drexel Dragons. This has been a budding rivalry. These two teams have met in the CAA title game going back to 2019. It has become just one of the best rivalries in this conference. The team from Baltimore and the team from Philly do not like each other, and seeding still up in the air, and each team would love to spoil things. And for Drexel coach Amaris Baker leads the way, almost 19 points per game.
Yeah, Drexel setting in a 2-spot right.
Matulavicius looking, gets it in. Morris fires, can't get it to go. Buzzer sounds. Hofstra knocks off Towson. 72-71. Emma Von Essen with a 3 with 2 seconds to go. Puts the Pride through, and Towson's season comes to a close. You think about Samaya Turner now. An outstanding 3 years at Towson. Did everything in any role asked of her. Brought the energy every night, brought the physicality every night. You think about India Johnston, 8th all-time on the career scoring list. Had chances to leave and didn't. 4 years as a Tiger, and India with one of the best careers you'll see from a Towson Tiger, and she certainly has earned her place in the lore here of Towson women's basketball.
And we're watching. If you don't see this on TV, here comes 4 subs.
Yeah.
All at the same time for William and Mary. You got to match that. The first thing you got to do if you're Dylan Williamson is match up everybody. Who does everybody have? Because there's 4 new guys. And you got to remind, they all will shoot threes, okay? Maybe Caleb Dorsey's brother might not shoot threes, but in William and Mary, they have the green light. They make about 12 threes a game. They're going to take 30.
Foul was called on Messiah Jones for a hold. Corner 3 is no good, out of the hands of Frazier, and Towson will be back to work on offense, and we'll pick up the subs. It's appropriate they gave out hockey jerseys tonight, Jimmy. It's William and Mary basically going with hockey line changes there tonight.
I love that, man. Good stuff.
I got some. Williamson over to Tark, 15 on the shot clock. 44-32, Ben Rosenbaum, Jimmy Patsos here with you on MeTV, and Coach, it was a lot to talk about. I mean, you said it just before the end of the first half. 44 points for a visiting team in this arena. That is not a small feat.
And that's not because Towson isn't trying on defense. Pat Scarry's team will always play tough defense. They're hitting the offensive glass. They're not converting as high rate as they'd like. But what can you say about Gabe Dorsey, Ben? Me and you talked about him before the game. There's a 9-person team. It was Ben who said they were a hockey team sub and not me, but he was right. They're in and out. They sub.